Jim.
Here.
Karen. Terrence. Here. Nidra.
Here.
Crystal.
Here.
All right, move to approval of the agenda. There's a few, amendments that need to be made. All right, line out minutes from the June 11th meeting since we don't have them.
Make it June 4th.
We just don't, they're not in the packet.
I handed June 4th. June 11th is not
All
here.
right, so
I
amend it
have
to
a
June
copy if
4th.
you want.
Oh, June 11th?
No, the June 4th.
Yeah, no, she's got June 4th. It's sitting right there. It says draft, the very first paper.
But we don't have
We
June.
don't have June 11th, no.
Relax, we got this. All right, next go down, resolution 2401A, delete. Delete 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Delete the fire chief, board meeting announcements. Deputy clerk's announcements. 2414. All right, correspondence, looks like we can add in the letter from Mr. Golden. Thank him for waiting to the meeting to let us know how deficient we were.
Sorry, buddy, I just
Hey,
figured
it's-
that out last night and spent part of today writing that up.
Try to get it to where we can all work together as best we can. Some of these things happen, are systemic. But it is what it is. Old business, board review dates, new business, set meeting date. Add set meeting date for the board. For budget. Now, I really don't know how this works with our fiscal year ending on the 1st and us not having a budget going past the 1st.
We just don't pay any bills after June 30th until we pass the budget.
The state does it all the time.
Yeah.
Can we make the old business one, we can do that one, you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna keep the old business one.
Okay.
That was
So
there,
what are we, I was trying to keep track, we're keeping,
pretty much everything. The only thing we're
Keeping
keeping, we'll start, I'll
is
start,
on the back.
I'll start from the top. We're keeping the approval of the agenda. We modified the minutes to June 4th. We're keeping the clerk report.
Don't have one.
You can make that
Okay.
report.
Okay.
The budget adjustments. That's just, was gonna be talking about the budget adjustments that we made. Verifying that they were done, so press that, alright, yeah. The operating budget is a big one. That's not, that information's not due to the county until September, but we use those numbers to make up our budget. And that's part of the Truth in Lending Act, so that's why we really didn't need to, huh?
That we just got today.
Yeah, but
Is that right?
But what I'm
I ain't
asking,
got the
after
time to
financial
explain all of
report,
it.
we're cutting all of that.
Yes.
I got,
Yep,
Yes,
all of
we're cutting all of that.
And then at correspondence, we're gonna add in Mr. Gozen's letter.
Right.
Then we'll let the public speak again. And then we'll do old business, board review date changes. And then new business, set the meeting date for publication,
Public hearing,
for public hearing, and the board meeting has to follow. It has to be two meetings.
yeah.
Alright, any other additions or subtractions need to be made? No? Alright, so, I guess I will move to approve the agenda as amended. Is there a second?
Second.
Nidra, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Madam Chair, the ayes have it. Moving on, clerk's report,
Don't have one.
financial report.
Usually not here for.
Was a good report. Quick
are
and
we
easy.
approving the minutes from the June 4th?
Yeah.
Thank you, point of order
Thank you.
is noted. Approval of minutes from June 4th meeting. I got a motion for that.
Yes.
Karen, is there a second?
Second.
Yep. Any discussions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Any chair, the ayes have it, minutes are adopted. Alright. Now, clerk report, none, financial report, none, Mr. Wilson's letter. Alright, he read it, so I don't have to read it, alright, but I'll direct the board,
Acknowledge that we have it.
huh?
Just acknowledge that we have it.
Yeah.
You read it.
No further correspondence or discussion of correspondence? We had a letter from the board of, our assessor asking to change the name, but we talked about that at the last meeting. And we're handling that under old business. Alright, public comments. 6:10. Mr. Goes.
I would like to say kudos to Crystal and Jim, and especially Anita, for her vote to delay the meeting so that the board and the residents had an opportunity to look over the budget and give feedback. Thank you very much.
Any further public comments? Any further public comments? Sir, yes, sir.
I rise on behalf of Grateful Township to extend our appreciation for an exemplary servant to our community. One that has served with integrity, one that has served with dignity, flawlessly, and lovingly. Always with a smile on her face, a smile that was even criticized for smiling too much. Yeah, that's true. A community servant like yourself is a rare find indeed, a genuine pearl. And I have viewed your dedication up close and personal. And I can attest to the personal sacrifices you have made to advance this community. And I give praise and thanks to God Almighty for the 4 terms that you were able to serve us and to advance this community. So I thank you.
Any further public comment?
And one other thing, you might be a little prejudiced. Thanks, Bill.
He said open
Yeah, it's not a proper thing to be proud of nowadays, I guess. But being prejudiced and all, some people might fault you for it. Alright, any further public comment? With the board's permission, I'll take a 3-minute public comment.
Really?
This has just been crazy. Alright, the last 9 months, the hate, honestly, is what it has turned into. I just don't understand it. When mistakes are made, and some people make a lot of mistakes all the time, over and over. Now, the mistake that was made on this public noticing happened to be a rather huge one. If that's how you wanna look at it. I maintain that, the failure of the notice was marginal and we should have had the meeting. Right, and that we do more harm to the township by not having the meeting. But at the end of the day, it's board majority, so I support the board's decision and we'll move forward with that. Also, you know, Karen, you've been like a mother, and I really have appreciated your service here on the board. And, so, me and my wife were thinking, and we decided that we wanted to do something nice. Because they've set the laws up so the government can't give out awards or nothing like that. And so, if you don't mind, I would like to have that from me to you and from you, Bill. Just a knick-knack to put on your desk.
Thank you for the years you've dedicated to Edenville Township. We love it. Thank you so
Let me
much.
read that.
But,
Terry, if I may?
yeah, it's hers.
Karen Carey, thank you for the years of service and dedication. Edenville Township, we love you. And we do. And we love your husband too.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna reclaim my time.
No, I think you answered the question.
Now you do that.
Alright, now in fairness, I didn't tell any of the other board members I was doing this, her husband did not know. So, it was just something that I did for her. I don't do things the way things everybody else does. And I make no bones about me being me. And when I make mistakes, I do my best to correct them and move on. Right? And sometimes, when I'm in the middle of a mistake, it's not my nature to just stop and sit down, lay down and die. I keep moving and then you fix it. Right? How are we gonna fix what we got going on here? Right? Policy issues are policy issues. Let's keep them policy issues. Stop trying to turn them personal. Alright, I'm hearing about people who are afraid to put out signs because they don't want people knocking on their door and giving them a hard time. You know, this is nonsense. Right? We have an election coming up. The primary will decide who's gonna be on the November ballot, and that's who Edenville will have to represent them. Okay? So, I just beg you to go out and vote, and let your vote decide. My 3 minutes should be up. Alright.